Hello. Hello, Hobnob. I'm Mike Espy, and I'm hoping to become your next United States Senator. And let me tell you why. Last September, my family celebrated its 100th year of doing business in the state of Mississippi. My grandfather, Thomas Jefferson Hudson Sr. Now, this was after Reconstruction was over. The federal troops had gone back to Washington, and he stepped up and he said, let's start some businesses. Let's take care of our communities. So in 1918, he built a funeral home system that exists today. He built a newspaper with 100,000 subscribers. He built a healthcare company, and he built a hospital in 1924, where I was born in 1953. So I guess you could say that business is in my blood. I understand the strains and stresses of what you do. As your senator, I'll make you a promise. I will always meet with you. I will always meet with you to achieve better outcomes and to meet with you and to listen with you, because my goal is putting Mississippi first. My goal will be principle over party. And my goal will be whatever is the best for Mississippi, irrespective. Now, that is not just a promise, it's a fact, because it's what I've done my entire life. And I want to give you 3 examples. In Congress, I was 31 years old. My first piece of legislation was a bipartisan bill that Thad Cochran co-sponsored. I convinced Thad Cochran, but not only Thad Cochran, I convinced the entire United States House of Representatives. Then I went over and convinced the United States Senate. Then I went over to the White House and worked with President Ronald Reagan to sign, to enact, and to fund a bill called the Lower Mississippi Delta Development Act. And because of that bill, we were able to lift communities from southern Illinois to northern Louisiana. We were able to offer support for your businesses, to fund entrepreneurship, education, and job training. And then when I was 39, when I was Secretary of the United States Department of Agriculture, I went in there and I took direct aim at the bloat and at the waste. For example, in the first 6 months, there were 124,000 employees. That place had not been changed since Abraham Lincoln created it in the 1860s. I walked in there with 124,000 employees when only 2% of the United States population actually existed on a farm. And I said to everyone, you're all good people, but this place is too large. We put an incentive package there, and 7,500 voluntarily decided to leave within 3 months. Without any lawsuits, we downsized the USDA. We went into counties where there were 3 or more USDA offices in the same county. Ridiculous. So we consolidated them. We created these one-stop shops, and they are still there today. And lastly, the 3rd example. I want you to listen to this. I represented Madison County as county attorney. Then I represented Claiborne County as county attorney. Madison County and then Claiborne County. There could not be any 2 counties that are more different in the state of Mississippi. But I represented them both, and I found out that they were not different. They were the same. There were good public officials in both counties, and they were concerned about fixing roads and fixing bridges and fixing potholes. They were concerned about keeping the rural hospitals open. They were concerned about benefiting their constituents without raising taxes. So here we are in this race. I'm not 31, I'm not 39, I'm 64. I got gray hair now. I have to wear glasses. I have matured. And now I'm running in this race as I've run in everything I've done before. I'm running to bring this state together and to show this nation just who we are. Someone who wants to promote our state, correct all these negative and unfair stereotypes, and attract companies into this state and all across the state of Mississippi. And this is the type of senator that I will be. one who reaches across the table, one who despises dysfunction, chaos, and confusion, and someone who thoughtfully reaches decisions irrespective of race, irrespective of party, irrespective of gender or religion or disability or even of sexual orientation. It's up to the Lord to choose between this one and between that one. It's only up to me to serve everyone, and I'm going to do that. I will not be a knee-jerk politician just guaranteeing a vote for anyone. I will lift Mississippi up as no one has ever done it before. And there are some in this race who seem really proud of voting 100% with any party or with the president. I'm going to say that again. There's some in this state who are really proud of voting 100% with the party or with the president. Now think about this. 100%. If you're going to vote 100% with someone all the time, then you're less inclined to read a bill. You're less inclined to think about a bill. You're less inclined to gather any facts before you make a judgment. You just cannot say okay to everything. So I promise you that I'm going to be an independent voice for Mississippi, a thoughtful presence in the Senate, working with you to make things better. I will be a strong voice and not a weak echo. My voice is going to resonate most strongly in the distressed communities of Mississippi, and you know where they are. I'm going to challenge everyone in those communities to be more responsible, like my grandfather, Thomas Jefferson Hudson Sr. I'm going to help them rise. I'm going into those communities. I'm going to help them rise to become their best selves, encouraging them to grow in assets, in education, in aspiration, and in job skills. I'm going to be a strong voice to help you bring those new plants to the state of Mississippi, to come to venues all across our state. If you elect me, we can work together to showcase our state as never before, to go everywhere, to China, to Japan, to Belgium, and show them that our state of Mississippi is diverse, it's strong, and it's worth the investment. I will be a strong voice that's for pro-growth. I negotiated NAFTA. I negotiated GATT. And I'm for open markets without tariffs. And I am certainly for free trade. So as I leave this stage, I want to leave you with three thoughts. In this race, I am the one who's the most experienced. In this race, I am the one who is the best prepared. And in this race, with Mike Espy in the Senate, that will send a signal to all the other states in our nation and all the other countries in the globe that Mississippi is poised to move forward and that Mississippi is on the move. So for all these reasons and for more, I'm asking for your confidence, for your trust, and for your vote on November 6th. If I'm blessed to go to Washington, I'll make you this solemn and somber promise. I'm just going to be the best senator that Mississippi has ever had. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. God bless you all.